How we doing, Dana? Christy? Morning. It's Friday. How are the plans for the weekend? Headed to the farm? Excuse me. Doing good, doing good. I'm glad it's Friday. We were supposed to get snow all night last night. I'm glad nothing showed up. Welcome in, everyone. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Good morning, good morning. Thank you. Self-care. Hello, Cindy. Undress. Welcome back. I will do that. Thank you very much. Hello, Adam. Josh, how you doing? Northwest Ohio. What time is it there, Adam? Look out. I do know how to drift. Come on, little fella. The deer heading into the pit. Official weigh-in this morning was 10.6 pounds down. So, and it's Friday. Pretty cold up here right now, Cindy. That's right. The wife made some delicious chicken and rice last night. I had 2 big helpings. I was going to bring some of that for lunch, but I said no. We'll try to make an early day of it today. So lunch will be, or breakfast will be, skip lunch and have dinner tonight. Yeah, it's cold like Vermont here. Whew. 10 degrees right now. Hello, Carol. Yes, winter does. It's the most crappiest time of the year. Anybody got big plans for the weekend out there? What are you gonna do, Mode? Hello, Carol, how are you? Northwest, up in Defiance County. That's my first priority, Josh. Stay warm. Yeah, I might live it up a little bit. A birthday party is always fun. Don't tell anybody, but the wife's birthday is Monday. All the roads are clear. No one else is here. Shabushki. Southern Vermont. Hello, WKRP in Cincinnati. Les Nessman, the newsman. How you doing, Steve? Hello, Diana. Lorraine. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Yeah, she tries to have a birthday the whole month of February, but that doesn't work. My son's birthday is Sunday. Well, the son is Monday. The wife is Tuesday. Let me get it straight. Washington County, Vermont. Hello, Diana. Everybody welcome in. Hello, Putty Cat. Hit those thumbs up, folks. Yeah, we just had to hit the brakes pretty hard there to let the two deer cross the highway. Oh, just a little, used to be a roundabout until they added all this extra. So now they just got a few trees in the middle. Wow, what are you going to do, Putty Cat? You can't go any further south. Excuse me. Oh no, those trees have been there for many a year. People like to drive through in the snow and zigzag between them. Thank you, Diana. As long as we got a cup of coffee, we're going to do okay. Where are you from, Diane? Well, you could come up north and visit us, Putty Cat. We have heat up here. You guys never use the heat system things down there in Florida. North Carolina. Did you guys get that winter storm come through last night? We were supposed to have got snow all night last night, but not a drop. I don't know who got it, but we didn't. I know someone down in Florida was hoping to get some snow. Nobody here, baby. Nobody here. Do 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 do. I do. I'm usually the only one. I have to give that and many more. Yes, Jesse, always looking for the Bigfoot. We seen his breakfast there a little bit ago. Two deer crossing the highway. Yep, I'm wishing nothing but the best for those people who lost power already. Charleston is a place that never gets snow. Yeah, the ice is the bad part. Not any snowman. I mean, there is barely, I think maybe 10 people come and visited the park yesterday. I just don't understand why they just can't keep the gates closed, but there's not a lot of people come in here. If they do, they drive through, they turn around, they leave. I mean, back when I was a kid, parents would cram you in the car and take you out and drop you off and make you get out and play. Me too, Jesse, me too. I got plenty of snow piles. So everybody gonna hunker down and stay home all weekend long. Yeah, I've seen a few spots of that around here. Right back here behind me is a couple spots. Hello, Snoop Dogg, welcome back. I had a 598, pretty crappy. I didn't even break 600. First game was pretty bad. We got snow piles. Get out there and walk. Probably pretty windy on the beach too, correct? Nope, all done with that. We were supposed to got snow last night, but nothing else came. Hopefully it will be a nice, boring day. I think it had a 185, a 216, and a 198. I can't complain because I had a few bad splits, but maybe 2 10 pins the whole night. That was pretty good. No snow yet in Alabama. Did you get any ice? So that's the bad part. Not really. Nope. I had a big 4 that I missed. I don't even try anymore. I get so mad. You live on the streets. I understand. Stay safe out there, man. Yeah, the river here is frozen, but yesterday it started flowing. I'm sure it's frozen over again at 10 degrees today. Never. I've left quite a few, but I've never picked one up. $13. There you go. Well, that's cool. I got my son a skateboard when he was younger. Man, I couldn't believe the prices of some of those things. I think when I was 15, I gave $150 for my first car. Man, some of those skateboards are outrageous. And then you just get in the board. Then you got to buy the wheels and then everything for them. I'm like crazy. I've had a $2.99 several times. Yep, that's true, man. That's true. How you doing, Steve? I got no spikes in my tires. They're pretty good. Sometimes they save you from having to chain up, but we used them a lot down in Kentucky. No, I had a Pinto. My first car was a 64 AMC Rambler. And then I went from that to pickup trucks. Well, it's pretty flat up here, so. Now, when I was down in Kentucky, I've used chains several times. I had a Pinto once. I traded I had a 65 GMC step side. And I think we were on child number 2 or child number 3. And just did not have room in the truck. And a buddy of mine had just got married and they wanted a truck and they had a Pinto. So it was a station wagon too. The Rambler was green. No whips, no straps. I had a Gremlin. Yeah, I had a Chevy Chevette. Actually, I had 2 of them. And the floorboards completely rusted out of those. I mean, when they're 4 inches off the ground and you drive in the snow, that salt takes care of all the rest. I think I had a Gremlin, I had a Pacer, and they were all made by AMC. Never had a Nova. I did have a Dodge Charger. Yeah, that did have a 6-cylinder in it. Yeah, straight 6. I didn't have one that old, but my neighbor had one. Yabba dabba doo. Hello, Beth. The Hugo cars is like those little plastic cars you get your kids. Got the pedal system inside. I remember those. Yeah, I know what you mean. Spell check kicks my butt sometimes too. How are you doing today, Beth? Where are you from out there? A 1919 Bel Air. Hello, Linda. No seatbelts back in those days. Yep. It's even smaller than a Volkswagen. West Virginia, welcome in. I had an old Willys Jeep. When I got into the pick 'em up trucks. Yeah, you raise up the hood and you can't even see the motor for all the overhead crap on top of it now. Hello, Shan John. Yeah, pretty cold here. 10 degrees right now. It is a beautiful morning. I woke up. That makes it an awesome day. Yep, and don't even try and get down to a starter anymore. They got those things buried underneath crap. I like the old Volkswagen. They were raised up the trunk to get to the engine. $33 ain't too bad at all. No, I never did get into that souping up the stereo system stuff. All that beating and thumping. If it had a radio when I bought it, I played it. If it didn't, I didn't change it out. I tried to put a CB in most of my things, and I had a couple of vans. I had the 08 track hanging from the ceiling. Hello, cat girl. Meow. $33 is not bad in Ohio, baby. I haven't seen 33 here in about 2 weeks. Oh, solid white, man. We painted it like the A-Team. No, but it had a nice big wooden box in the back with a mattress on it. I used it when I first started traveling for work. Thank you, Beth. Appreciate you. I had a bed built up about 2.5 foot high. Then I put all my tools underneath of it. Had a little black and white TV in it, about a 14-inch screen. Thank you, Soul. Appreciate you. Oh, I had one of them old igloo coolers sliding under the back. I had a little fake section on the top. I could raise it up without having to get out of the van. I forgot what car it was. It was kind of like a Dodge Charger, but it wasn't a Charger style. It was something else, but it had a center console in it that I could put 12 beers in it and cover it with ice. I drilled me 2 holes out the bottom where the water would leak out. Oh, you got plenty of snow here to snowboard on, that's for sure. I never knew what the side bands were, but I did a lot of talking on the CB back in my younger days. We got a couple people coming here in the park and set up and do that, what they call it, short wave ham radios now. Set up the big antennas. I never once caught on fire. Nope. Ham radio, baby. Ham sounds good if it was fried up with about 6 eggs. Over easy with the yellow still running. Yum, yum. Yeah, we used to do the bottle rocket thing and the Roman candles. Matador. AMC made a good vehicle back in the day. We used to get out in the back and have green apple fights. Till somebody throw a walnut at you. Had to put my new wiper on yesterday after the other one froze to the windshield and broke off. That is true. Maybe next week, though. Well, next week I think our high is about 30 degrees here, so it's going to be crappy. And no fear back in the day when you were having fun. I can remember getting on my little 20-inch bicycle and riding it 6 miles just to go swimming for an hour. And then riding it all the way back like you Hadn't even done anything all day. Only allowed to throw the oranges on the ground, correct? That's the way we were with the apples. We couldn't pull them off the tree and throw it, but we could throw anything that would hit the ground. Well, all right, Beth, you have a nice, safe day out there. Great meeting you two. Come back as often as you can. Yeah, I never get into that paintball gun stuff either. It's just like anything else, you know it. Barefooted uphill both ways. You get into it, and then next thing you know, you turn around and you get a gun and some paintballs for 50 bucks. And then it's 50 bucks for more paintballs, and then your gun breaks and it's 100 bucks. Prices just keep going up. Yep. Practice the old armor. We didn't have an official Red Ryder BB gun because I was afraid I'd shoot my eye out. We had my homemade slingshots. Well, we didn't love to break them, but it seemed like there was always a window in the way. Every day, man, every day. I had a creek on both sides of the house. Catch them and put them in a bowl for a while. I had a 20-inch Sundog bicycle. I never get into the pegs and the boosts and the springs and the shocks. I just make sure my first bicycle didn't have a banana seat on it with a sissy bar. Nope, no money today, Oliver. I put a word out yesterday. If anybody seen your $1 million, to make sure to contact Oliver, but no one has it. Somebody stowed your bike? Yeah. Gotta chain those things up anymore. Now, is it a quad or is it a two-wheel bike? Thanks for stopping, Oliver. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I mean, the bad thing is they probably picked it up and scrapped it, not even knowing what it was worth. All right. If we see him, I will definitely wave at him, Putty Cat. Two-wheel. If it's two-wheel, but they still call it a quad. Yeah, either that or somebody picked it up for scrap metal. I was picking up scrap metal one time, and this lady said she had some bicycles behind the garage and told me to take them all. So I went back, and there was like 7 of them back there, and 3 of them were perfectly good bikes. I took them home and gave them to the kids many, many years ago. That's, people make a lot of money from that scrap. We're waiting on Andrew to come back in today, or scrapping with Grandpa. Making him some nice pocket change. It's about time for our squirrel man to come into the park today and feed the squirrels. Oh, I remember I racked myself one time with a pogo stick. I used to watch those guys on TV that would do the flips and everything else on them. Some people take every little thing out there and make extreme sports out of it. Nope. We got a couple little fat ones. They're about 4 inches long and 20 inches round. They're so fat from eating all that corn. People are not supposed to feed them, but it's his money. I will show you where the stump is. When we sneak our way up through there, I'm going to have to get a Sasquatch crossing sign and get up here in the park. Keep that chat rolling, folks. The more talking you do, the more YouTube is going to share us out. We can get a ton of people rolling through here today. We still got an hour. Keep those comments and questions coming through. Minus 27, man. I don't want any kind of wind like that. Thank you, Saul. I want people to be safe everywhere they are, man. You never know. I could, but I will not do that. I like my tires too much. You know, and at $175 a tire, I need to keep them as long as I can. Nope. I'm getting ready to park here in about an hour and get in the other truck. Hopefully no road cleaning today. We didn't get any snow last night, so I think we're in pretty good shape. Getting a few little birdhouses lined up to hang in the trees down the trail. Tried to give the birds a little better home this year. Yeah, it would be mine too if I could. That's true, that's true. But I try every day not to be wicked. That we do. Gotta feed those grandbabies. Well, I appreciate that. We're just doing our thing here day by day. That's all we got to work with. We'll have to check the weather a little later. I'm pretty sure we got more snow coming. Hello, Joseph. I am going very slow. Nope, just looking around, taking my time. I'm looking for glowing eyeballs in the wood line. If you see any eyeballs to the left or to the right, you let me know. No, not poaching. We are Bigfoot hunting. There you go. Squatch, the dog man, wolves, deers, coyotes, foxes, you name it. If they got eyeballs that glow, we want to see it. We had 2 deer across the highway, 2 foot from us. You have to go back and watch about the first 6 minutes of the live. You'll see it. We don't get to see the moon, the stars, nothing. It's been so cloudy up here. Oh, I can imagine. I love driving through there and seeing those elk and moose and mule deer. One place there next to, I think maybe up near Aspen, there was some giant sheep up on the side of the hills. Just standing there looking at the highway. The giant horns on them. Rams, yep. Yeah, that's a bad thing, you know. People start feeding these wild animals, and the animals kind of get used to it. It's just like the squirrels here, you know. The squirrels are going to get used to being feeding every day, and they're not going to get out and forage and do all their little jobs they're supposed to be doing. So when people stop feeding them, then they starve. They are stout animals. Yeah, Cedar Point here, those birds are bad, man. They just hang out by the French fry stand and wait on you to. We're all sick of the cold weather, Chip. As soon as you get a plate of fries, here they come. Yeah, I was watching somebody fish, and they were fishing with minnows. And the bird walked right up behind him and knocked his bucket over and was grabbing the bait. I just seen my headlights blink up ahead there. Someone's in the park. Nice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. Not here, man, not here. It gets daybreak about 8 o'clock, and about time the sun should be coming up, the clouds roll over. I haven't seen the sunshine in 3 damn days. I took a picture of you. That was a pretty good song. I called you last night at the hotel. Friends all know, but they won't tell. Hello, Out and About. Hello, Cindy. How you doing? All the way to the Michigan line. Every say good morning, Cindy. Oh, that's cool. 10 degrees today. 10 degrees. I got so much snow piled up that you can't even see the river, but it's frozen anyhow, so. Cindy, where did you get the ducky game thing at on the computer? Oh, we're just getting ready to go to work, Cindy. Killing a little time beforehand. Thank gosh it's Friday. Now, can you put people's names on the ducks and it automatically races? Like you do a drawing, pick a winner? That would be pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'd say it's pretty expensive out there. For those of you that have been waiting this whole time for me to get up to this stump, I'm hoping he's already been here and put the squirrels' food out. It looks like the stump is cleared off from this angle, but you never know. Yep, he's been over to it. There is the famous squirrel stump, folks. No Bigfoot yet, Joe Mama. None yet. We had a couple of deer saunter across the road in front of us, but they didn't seem to be in a hurry, so that means Bigfoot is probably not in the area. Squirrel stump, but there's no corn on it, so the guy has not been here today. And if you guys can see what I see, the snow is coming down slowly. All right, man, have a great day at work. One day, that is correct. Hopefully he'll be walking his dog man out and won't pay attention to us. Hello, Jerry. Jerry, have you wandered into the wild yet today? Crazy out here. All right, Joe Mama. We'll keep everyone informed if the Bigfoot does show up. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate the thumbs up. Brutally cold. Good morning, Craig. How are you? I'm hoping California is a lot warmer. And we just want to talk to the guy, man. Just want to talk to him. $10 here today. But it's going to be a beautiful day. That's right. Take their snacks and send them to school. Well, 43 is pretty great. I would like to see that here in Ohio. That's right. I want to know how they make those jerky links so good. $25 would also be a good temperature to see, but I am not too sure of our expected high temperature today, but I don't think we're supposed to see 30 degrees in the next week. That is true. Somebody left the cooler door open and froze the world. I need 2 days of relaxation, but that ain't gonna happen. All right, man, appreciate you. I'm about to hit the twirly world here, and we're going to go up at the other side of the parking lot and hang out. Thanks for stopping, man. You should come hunting. Thank you much. Thank you much. Me too. See, my little sensor light is on up front there. I don't know what keeps kicking that light on. I can sit on the other side of it and that light never comes on, but yet it could be a reflection of my headlights. Spilt milk in aisle 5. It's like there's a shadow being up here that keeps turning that light on. You see it blinking, 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 blinking? I mean, I'm this close to it, and it hasn't turned on. There she goes. Ah! Crazy. Here comes the squirrel guy. The squirrels will be fed now. Welcome in, everyone. Everybody is so quiet. Jump in here and talk to me and Jerry today. Then you can hang out a little later on and catch Jerry's adventures today. I hope there's going to be another barn live video going on. We got to see how those ducks and hot chicks of the barn, the old chicken ranch. We are at work right now. Well, I'm at where I work. I'm not working, but we're just hanging out a little bit before we clock in and get with it today. That probably would happen, Tig. Tiggus biddies. Thanks for stopping. Yeah, I don't blame you there, man. There could be things out there in the dark. I can see the deer have been all over that guy's back acre. Welcome in, welcome in. Come in and be a friend. How about you, Tiggo biggies? Did you stay around or did you take off and drop a comment? I don't think they're talking to us, Jerry. Nobody has yet to run over my snow pile. Deep south. You can't go much deeper than the Keys. New York City, welcome in. And Jerry, I know we have deer back in here today. I seen them myself. 6 minutes in this video, you'll see them walk in. Indiana, welcome in. You guys talk it up in here. Keep this chatter rolling. If I could get you three to start dropping comments, you can see that number go 13, 15, 20, 30. It'll keep climbing. Everyone's welcome. Northwest Ohio here, myself and Jerry. Nurse Rod, how you doing? How you doing? Anybody got plans for the weekend? Alto. And what's going on up in New York City? That's right. Hello, Alan. Welcome back. How's Florida? California Dreamer is back. How you been doing out there? Man, it could be a GG from Jerry. It could be a while before we see any snow melt here in Ohio. That's what Putty Cat was telling us. He's got to wait till 2 o'clock before he can go to the beach today. Wow. 10 degrees here in Ohio. How you been getting along, California? Yeah, I see a lot of yellow snow down through the park. Hey, we're waking up every day, so we got to enjoy what we can. No use to complain about it. It's salty and I like the taste. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. On your lungs? Well, you make sure you talk to us before you go in and let us know how you done when you get back out. Hello, Susie. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you out making lives last night. Hello, Ron. Did you catch many more fish after I left last night? Man. But a bad day of fishing is still better than a good day at work. Looks like old Gimpy there got more fish than you did. Do you give him all the bait when you're done? Well, good luck with that, Alan. Our thoughts are with you, man. They are, man, they are. You were fishing and talking away, and they had more camera time last night than you did, lurking behind you there. Susie, what are you into this morning? There you go. I'm on cup number 5 right now. Good thing I got Yeti coffee here, Jerry. It's still nice and hot. Yep, Alan. Many more years in your future, I think. There you go. Catch some of that fresh ocean breeze out there. Well, I didn't get them to call me for a sponsor, but I did get another one of my favorite drinks. I'm waiting on their second email. Then I'll let you guys know about that. That's right. They're not a sponsor yet, but hopefully soon they will be. If we keep saying Yeti enough in the chat, maybe YouTube will pick up on it. You know they document every word you say in a chat and everything you type, so absolutely. Black, black, and black. Yeah, well, the hospitals now, they don't want to keep you longer than a day. Open heart surgery there, they IV you for one night, and then the next morning they want you out of there. They need to make another $1 million off that bed. And I think most people can recover better at home now without a doctor or somebody bothering them every 5 minutes. Oh, Jerry, what happened? Did you put cream in your coffee? Oh yeah, they record every word said by me and every word typed by you guys. That's how the algorithm plays out. Whatever is talked about the most about in the chat, that's how your live gets shared. So that's why we try to keep it to camping, hiking, and Bigfooting. And now we've got into fishing, so we got a lot more fishy people coming back. It's all good. Maybe they see your sense of humor, Jerry. You know, real people work there too. I hope they haven't turned it completely over to AI. Thank you, Jerry. Your comment is documented by YouTube. That's just it, man. If they compile whoever they want to send this out to, and if those people ain't online, it ain't like they try and... You know, if you're online scrolling, they don't know what you're scrolling for. So every time you stop and you're metered about how long you sit and you watch someone's live, or you do this, you do that. Yeah, some of my lives get 4,000 and 5,000 people that pass through, but you know, you get 25 people to actually stop and say something. And then sometimes I can get 200 people come through. I'll get 15 likes, but when I turn the live off, I'll have 14, 15 new subscribers. It's crazy how the numbers can configure. I don't think they have those stats, Jerry, but that's one way to look at it. You ever watch Shy Guy Adventures? He doesn't say one word his whole time, so. And look at his subscribers. I think, what, 500 now he's got? I mean, he's not building fast because he's not talking. And if people are not commenting on his videos, then it's not really doing a lot of good. All they have to go by is his title and whatever he types in his description, but he does a pretty good job of adding tags, so he will slowly climb to the top. I talk so much in mine, but they probably can't understand the hillbilly part of it, so they have to have that Kentucky translator. Yep, shorts help out a lot too. But yeah, I get majority of mine from the lives itself, and you gotta keep on them and say, you know, hey, appreciate the subscription, but you gotta go over to the videos and watch a video and comment there. YouTube will kick people out left and right if they, good morning, Messu. I'm in Ohio, Susie. If people don't have their own content on their channel, I would say everything goes there eventually. Yep, probably right, Alan. If people don't have content when they subscribe to you, YouTube just thinks they're a bot, so YouTube will delete a lot of them. Well, we might need you in the live sometime, Ronyo. I get to jabbering so fast and I start making up words, and my wife, she just sits back and laughs. I tell you what, last time I was down in New Orleans, man, I thought I was going to need a translator. Some of them boys there were bio and yaw and you know and hee-hawing, and I'm like, holy cow, I can't even understand you. How you doing, Rain? Rainy in here prepping for old guy hustle already. That's another folk you got to watch out there, guys. Old guy hustle. He'll be on here in a little bit doing his, I think day 171 already, maybe. Oh, we're hanging in there, Rainy. Appreciate you stopping by. I didn't warm up the old work truck yet, so I'm going to have a good 20-minute wait, so I'm going to try and catch Dave some in here. Did you get any more snow up in the Illinois area? Well, I appreciate that. I was just talking to Susie there about how YouTube is tracking everything we say. P. Diddy, Arkansas. How's the snow and ice in Arkansas? Well, you guys probably already got 2 foot. You don't need too much more snow up there, do you? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up for us. Say hello. Hello, Mainly. Did you get my comment there yesterday about snowboarding? If you keep cutting those snowy logs, that's what they call snowboarding. Pretty lumber you're making out of those. I've been calling down to Kentucky, trying to find one of my old buddies in the sawmills down there, man. They're all closing down. I got to get about 1,000 foot of 1x10s and enough small strips to do some board and batting down south. I can't find anybody to cut it for me. How often you got to change the blades on that baby? Yep. I think that gives me, I don't know for sure, like 120 1x10s, 10 foot long. I mean, it's got to be a lot harder on the blades, cutting them when the logs are frozen like that. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in. Welcome back, guys. I tell you what, it's Friday, and I'm not eager to step into that office one bit. Yeah, I would like some good white pine boards. I was looking at a few sawmills online, and I think the I don't really need one, but I would really love to have one. But $9 grand is a lot of cash for one, especially that I don't know anything about and probably will break several times. Hello, Lisa. Good morning. Welcome back. Oh, that wasn't a Harbor Freight one, was it? I looked at some of those too. Yeah, Woodland. I've seen a few of those. I think I've seen the exact same one, and I'm pretty sure there's two on Marketplace right here for about $4 grand a piece. But was yours portable and you took the wheels off, or yours is permanent? I don't think I want one with wheels. How's your day, Lisa? Yeah. And you can always extend the tracks for longer logs, correct? Do you remember the shipping weight of that mainly, or did you have to go pick it up? Oh, it's cold everywhere. We're just hitting 10 degrees here in Ohio. That's what I was thinking. I think the one I was looking at was like 1,400 pound, but I can always drop it off down at the store or the shop here and take it off with a forklift. I know they brought my drill press in. I had to take it down to the shop and take it off. I think it was holy cow, what was it? Like 1,600 pound total? What part of Ohio, man? We got, I think it's melting a little bit, but there's still a good solid 5 inches in the grass. You're on the wrong side of the tracks, Jerry. Evidently, Susie's on my side of town. Marion, okay, yeah. We were talking about Marion yesterday. It used to be one of they had a pretty good flea market there on 23 North. We used to swing through there. This used to be one of my main routes when I come up here, but I found some shortcuts along the way. John Wayne's name. Pilgrim. Well, I'll tell ya, partner. Someone sent me a sponsorship yesterday about a wind turbine power grid thing. I don't know if that would be I've been trying to Google it and read some info on it. I don't know if that's a good situation or not. I mean, a lot of times it's windy, but I don't know how long the batteries will stay stored if you don't have wind for, say, a week or two. Or you live down in the holler and you don't get any wind. If anybody has any info on wind turbine off-grid systems, please let me know. But I'm sure solar power has not been doing very good here lately either. Anything solar at your house, Jerry, besides the car? Or? I think I would like to have one of those smaller systems, you know, just for a little backup power or something like that. How many watts you got on the van? I know my camper's only got, I think it's got one 200-watt panel on the top, but it always keeps the battery charged. You know, setting our island with just normal components running on the inside. I gotta move for a second here. About to turn me off. I moved back 2 foot and lost alive. 440. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, when I got the trailer 2 years ago, the camper, they told me, oh yeah, no problem. If you want some extra panels, we can put them on there and won't have to change anything but add a panel. So last year when I called them to add a panel, they wanted to boost a converter and do all this stuff, and that $300 panel, which I already had, turned into a $1,000 job. I'm like, forget it. Are you in the van now, or are you at a home station right now? Welcome in, everyone. Hit that thumbs up for me. A couple more be nice here. I got about 5 or 6 minutes here before I say goodbye to everyone. Yeah, Nomadic Camping was showing me his diesel heater there. I like those. I've been trying to look up a system to run all propane lanterns through the house. I would have a heater, a cabin-wise heater, a cooktop, and wall lanterns all running on propane. Wrangley, that's too cold, man. Have you got a steady wind or just gust? Oh, Jerry, we got to know what's happening in that barn. Well, that's nice. I mean, it can be completely off-grid, right? As long as you got enough diesel. Are the panels laying flat where you got to clean them off every day? Wow. I don't even like the little bit of wind we get off this river here. Every little open gap you get probably drops at 10 degrees. Here I moved 2 foot and dropped at 1 degree in the truck. How big a space do you think that diesel heater would heat? Would it heat a 16 by 20? I think that's as big as a cabin as I'm going to put in. Are you between the river and the pond, or the lake and the pond? And I know you've got some, you better get some ice fishing videos out there. Hello, sunshine. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Pretty great, pretty great. Charles Carrington is sending me text messages. How's the weekend plans for anybody out there? Anybody going to travel more than a half a mile from home? It'll be a good weekend to hunker down. I might have to go visit Jerry and check on those chickens. Hello, Charles. We're not done yet. Well, pretty cool, pretty cool. I always wanted a big van, but I ended up always cramming it full of tools and junk and don't have no room for anything else. And the way I pack stuff, it usually rattles and bangs and jingles. It just got so aggravating to even drive down the highway, but I thought about taking the cargo trailer and turning it into one too. But then I turned around and bought a crazy camper, so I'll drag it around when I'm close to home. Oh, pretty nice, pretty nice. Well, it definitely would have to be cheaper than propane to burn through the winter time, I would think, but I don't plan on being in it too much in extreme cold. All right, Jerry, I'm about ready to pop off here myself. So we'll try and catch you out in the barn live here in a little bit. I gotta go in and get warmed up and get the trucks warmed up, and we'll travel, Susie. If I ever catch you out and about somewhere, I'll try to stay in touch with you here and find out where you're gonna be and stuff, and maybe we'll run into each other out there one day at a campground. Well, you never know. I mean, you always need tools. You don't always need clothing. I've got out and camped for a week before and only changed undergarments. Hiking and checking out the woods and fishing, you don't really get that dirty. All right, folks, I'm going to say 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and I got to get out of here. Much appreciated to everyone today. Pretty good crowd coming through. Well, I think Michigan is 29 mile to the border. I usually cross over around Hudson and go up through, but up into Jackson. I got a daughter up in not Adrian, but Ann Arbor. So I'm usually up and about there. I've been coming up and walking some of the nature preserves. That sun is trying to burn through the clouds today, but I don't think it's going to happen. All right, appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in, Susie, and we'll see you soon. About 1 minute, folks, so please say your goodbyes, and everybody stay safe out there. Stay sound. There's always tomorrow to have fun. T-minus 1 minute. If everybody see that big pink hand waving up there, Charles, are you still here with us, brother? I got your text. No, I think you got the text from the first live that run about, well, that's not too far at all, Susie. My first live ran for about 8 minutes and did not do anything. Zeros all the way through, so I stopped and started again. All right, Susie, we'll see you soon. I got about 20 seconds here, so. Appreciate you dropping in, Charles. Everybody else, Jerry's gone. We'll get over and check out Dave for a few minutes on Old Guy Hustle. So give us a text. So we'll see you soon, folks, and have a great day.